Hi, chosen family. How are you? I hope you're fantastic. I am just fine. I've got this song stuck in my head, so I had to listen to it, but I wanted to get started. I was thinking about the moon phase right now, and it's waning, and typically that would be like a time of rest and surrender, which it kind of feels like it is. But there's this other energy I'm feeling that it's like it's go time. But it's a different kind of go time than you've ever had before. It's a go time that you're not telling anybody about. You're not sharing with anyone. You're doing it all by yourself. Kind of feels like you're sneaking out the back door. Anyways, let me pull some cards and see what the universe has to add to this. The pendulum is about to shift. It's like we're in that moment of suspension before the ball comes back down. I've thought about this so many times. How the Wheel of Fortune runs, you know? And I've said this my whole life. I've been going down on the Wheel of Fortune my whole life. Like, it hasn't been cycling like this. It's just been going worse, 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 worse. And I feel like I'm right here. And it's just going to get better, better, better. Or like I was saying with the pendulum swing, you know. It swings up, and then before it switches direction, there's that moment of suspension. And then it comes down with just as much force as it went up with. In the opposite direction. Equal and opposite. Anyways. The thinker. You're thinking about things. You're thinking things through. You're spending time alone to think. It almost is painful to be around other people because they don't want you to think. They don't want you to dive into yourself. It's like constant distractions from people. And most of them don't even mean to do it, but it's like they're damaged and they have darkness in their soul and they're programmed for that. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Serendipity. Tell me about it. Have you not been seeing number synchronicities like you've never seen before? 133 has been a big one. I gotta look that one up. Or like finding out that your one true love is somebody you've already loved before. A never-ending story. Lifetime after lifetime. Waxing and waning. Full and new. Yang. It's about to be action time. It's like I said, it's action time. Yang energy. Tick-tock, it's time. It's action time. What did I just say? This is just too funny. It feels like action time, and I get yang energy and then tick-tock. Action time. Things are about to start moving. The pendulum is about to swing with the equal and opposite force that it's swaying in the other direction. All that stuff, all that drama, all that pain, it was intense. This next cycle you're going into is going to be just as intense, but it's going the other way. It's not going to be like it was. Time for a nap. Coming up right under thinker. Maybe try not to think about it so much. I don't know. But yeah, it's go time, it's action time, but it's also time for rest. It's like you found a homeostasis where you can, it's almost like you don't need the stop and go anymore. You just have a homeostasis. The tribe, serendipity. Your tribe's coming in serendipitous moments. It's gonna be all like, I'm hearing you're gonna run into people, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, everybody's just gonna seem like you know them. You already know them. And maybe by that time, you'll start having a remembering of it. Because the veil is just thinning so much, like, and faster and faster. It's going faster and faster. You're being unorphaned. Again, because it's right under Never Ending Story. So yeah, you're coming back with your soul family. This is something you do. It's not really funny, but it's just something that you do. As a starseed, you set yourself up in these positions. You and your divine partner do. And you find each other every time. You come into this life with no recognition, no remembrance, and you find each other every time. Your souls resonate with each other. It's just inevitable. That's just the way energy works. There's no getting around it. A leg up. The actions that you're taking right now are going to give you some kind of an advantage. Change in the wind. Time has come for the change. Tick tock, change in the wind. It's not windy right now. There's a little bit of a breeze. And that's how I see it too. It's like gentle. It's going to be a gentle transition. I don't know how, but that's what I'm hearing. Let me pull some tarot. I've got too many decks out here. I just love them all. I like to have immediate access. Just in case, you never know what's going to come up, you know? Different decks for different topics, kind of. All right, so what do we want to clarify here? What's this change coming in? Or do you want to know what actions you're taking? Let's see what the change is. Four of Wands. First card out. Twin Flame card. stability, community recognition, community love, new home. Four is the main thing, though. In this card, in this deck, it says completion. 4 of Wands is completion. The Emperor. You bossed up. You're stepping into, you might feel like you've stepped into your power already, but not according to this reading. Like, you are really bossing up in this change. And it's another 4. 4, 4. Protection. 8, abundance. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe what just happened. First 3 tarot cards out. 4 of Wands to the Emperor to the Empress. This is the change coming in. It's like microphone drop. Unbelievable. Oh, you're gonna make me blush. Now what? When is this coming? How is this coming? How is this coming in? Through a message. Page of Wands. Or from a journalist. Is a journalist going to set you up with your twin flame? Or is your twin flame a journalist? Or it's just a message coming in. They're going to text you. They're going to call you. They're going to get a hold of you some way or another. They might not have your number. But they'll figure it out. For sure. Success. 6 of Swords. I think, oh no, that's discs. I thought that was swords for a minute. 6 of discs. So this is coming in with a message and an offer. A big offer, because it's like equal reciprocity. And I'd imagine if this is your Emperor or Empress, you have already invested a lot in this person. A lot of thought, a lot of emotion, a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy. And it's all coming back. Like, this is gonna, oh, this energy is making me hard to breathe. This is destiny. Wheel of Fortune. It was always going to happen. It was just a matter of time. And I always had this feeling it was just going to be at the last minute, right before the curtain closes or opens, however you want to look at that. It's like right at the end. It's a completion of a cycle. Okay. 3 cards just came out. I got King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and inverted King of Wands. This is crazy. What are you trying to say, universe? Okay. All right. Somebody could be a chef. Somebody could be an attorney, public defender, or just defend the public. But, you know, this Queen of Wands is somebody who's very attractive, very magnetic, very giving of her energy to try to make changes and, you know, to help people's lives, you know, and nurturing. She's nurturing in a way, you know. The King of Discs is somebody that is stable and not quite like the Queen of Wands. A little bit more reserved, a little bit more concerned with material things, whereas the Queen of Wands is concerned with magic. The King of Pentacles is concerned with stability. And might have mistaken this Queen of Wands in the beginning, this Queen of Wands energy. Now you can flip these sexes, as you know. What's funny is that all three of them came out, and then it's like those two energies are upright and they're sitting right next to each other, and they're actually facing each other, looking at each other. And then this comes out inverted. The King of Wands, this rock star, shapeshifter type, let's just say. And they seemed like a good match for you because they were the King of Wands and you were the Queen of Wands. It just seemed like a good match. But it was all an illusion. It wasn't a match at all. It was literally an implant of some kind at some point. I'm not saying this person never existed, because that beautiful soul is somewhere, okay? But it's not in this body anymore. Or, yeah, it's not in a body anymore. Anyways, long story. Justice. Justice is coming in. And this comes right under the Public Defender card, too. You're bringing in, the Queen of Wands energy is bringing in justice. Blind justice. I just heard it would take a blind, or even a blind man could tell the injustices that this person is bringing justice to. It's like a no-brainer. But that's really cool. It's nice when it's a no-brainer because you know you're going to win easily. It's not going to be hard. It's a no-brainer. And anybody looking at it is going to see it that way. You're going to get justice. Whatever this is about. If it's for you or for someone else, or for everyone else for that matter. And look at this. Oh my gosh. I have never noticed this in this card before. I see you as being like a world leader. A very powerful world leader. You've done it before. All right. What else do we want to know? Let's just ask the universe, I guess, because I don't know. Three of Wands to the universe, which is the world. This first step, initiating this relationship, has already been made and has been successful. The doors are open now, whereas they may not have been before, or for a while, I don't know. But that's over. This is you're going from the Three of Wands to the world. To like, you know, like, hey, can I have your number? To, you know, I want to give you the world. You are my world. It moves quick. really quick. But when you know, you know. You know? You know. Okay. After you guys come together, you're going to be some kind of, you're going to be in the spotlight. I told you, you're going to be world leaders. You're going to be like sitting in some kind of cabinet, as I just heard. Cabinet of the government. There's going to be like some kind of new a spiritual branch of the government is what I'm hearing. And that's what you're going to be a part of. To make sure that every, you know, because Lord knows not every starseed is a politician or wants to be. But you're going to be somehow working in that realm. You're going to be in the government, leading the world. And I don't know if there's going to be like one headquarters around the world, like the one headquarters in Egypt, but that's kind of how I feel. Because it's like better to have everyone together, all the leaders. I mean, of course they'll be dispersed, I guess. But I don't know, maybe after the world, after the population is like decimated. I hate to talk about this stuff, but then maybe we will be starting out in like one location. It won't be like, who knows how many people. I don't know. I don't know everything. But let me switch decks. Oracle cards. You might read oracle cards for the government, you know, like they want your counsel. Yeah, like spiritual counsel and divination of some kind. Tarot cards, oracle cards, counseling government officials. You're writing books to guide. I mean, all of the books are going to have to be rewritten. All the laws, all the everything. I mean, everything's going to have to be rewritten. So you might be doing that. Or counseling others. There's going to be a fraction of society that is unhealed and needs help. That is basically deemed healable. And you might be doing that, counseling people like that on love and light. And turning to love and light, finding it for themselves. Yeah, you're going to be a support system to people going through dark night of the soul. And it's, if you think about it, it's going to be like a mass dark night of the soul. Because, and it's about to happen too. Because only a few of us got out right away to familiarize ourselves with the territory and be able to help guide the masses. So the masses have not arrived yet. That's coming very soon, like probably this month. There's going to be a bunch of people hitting their dark night of the soul, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think so. I think it's like a real, yeah, like everybody's, it's like either you're coming or you're not. Like it's time, it's go time on that front. Healer. You're going to help as a healer. Could be a doctor. That's another thing. The medical field is going to be transformed in a way that it is actually healing. It's going to be set up in a way that is patient-oriented, where they can, basically it'll be like a cafeteria, you know what I mean? Like everybody has Google, everybody can go see a doctor and get a diagnosis. Then you get options, and then you get to choose from those options. And it doesn't matter what your insurance says. It doesn't matter what your doctor says. And it doesn't matter who else has something to say about your health that it's really none of their business. And it doesn't matter what the government says. You know what I mean? Like, you're just going to be able to go, oh, hey, I want a hysterectomy today. You know, my doctor thinks it's a good idea, and so do I. No one does that anymore, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, I guess that's all about that. This is getting really interesting. Time to decide. Okay, so I guess universe is just saying, there's your options. It's time to decide what suits you the best. You're obviously ascended master, or you wouldn't be sitting here with me right now, even caring about what I'm saying. But so universe says you're an ascended master. You've mastered. You basically, you can master anything you put your mind to. Oh, good. You can master anything that you put your mind to. So, whatever floats your boat, but it's really gonna revolve around helping in one way or another, whichever way makes you the happiest. I mean, if you're like, there's so many cool things you could do to help people heal, like music, art, there's a million things, you know, anything that helps people feel good about themselves. You might grow flowers. Just, I don't know. There's all kinds of beautiful things, but you get what I'm getting to, I think. Or do I even know what I'm getting to? Oh yeah, it's time to decide. That's what the universe is saying. It's time to decide what, and you're going to be coming together with if you're not already, with your divine partner. And together you're going to be working in one of these areas. Either you're actually going to be in like a world leader seat, or you're going to be a spiritual advisor for the government, or you're going to be counseling people to help them heal, or you're going to be some kind of medical shaman, a medical shaman, you know, something like that. All right, I think I'm going to, this is probably getting long. Yeah, holy heck. Sorry, this got long. It's just interesting. I love this stuff. Okay, let's get an animal card. B, productivity. It's time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals, and get a clear view. I need glasses for these stupid cards. Sorry. And get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what it will take to get there. Kind of what we were just talking about. It's time to just decide what you want to do, because the time is like on us. So, I know a lot of people have been preparing as best they can, not knowing what the heck is going on. So maybe this will give you a little bit more direction on how to make plans for your next steps. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you.